Greetings, everyone. This is Audrey from Coaching with Audrey, and you are listening to the Widow's Peak podcast. How's everybody doing tonight? Hope your week was a good one. If not, we pray the coming week will be better. As I was preparing for tonight's podcast, I came across something rather interesting, or at least I thought it was interesting. Today, June 23rd, is International Widow's Day. I had no idea that such a day existed. So, of course, I did a little research of my own. International Widow's Day is a day to bring awareness to the plight of the widow around the world. In 2010, the United Nations officially recognized June 23rd as a day of action to address the poverty and injustice faced by widows and their children. But it was actually in 2005 that the Lumba Foundation established and observed the first International Widow's Day. Why June 23rd, you ask? Well, the founder of the Lumba Foundation died on that day, June 23rd, 1954, making his wife a widow, left to raise their children alone. And you know, his wife was 37 years old at the time of his death. In 2005, the foundation conducted a research study on widowhood. And June 22nd of 2010, they presented their findings to the United Nations. And on June 23rd of 2010, the United Nations ratified International Widow's Day. In 2010, it was estimated that there were 245 widows around the world, and 115 million lived in poverty and were socially ostracized simply because they had lost their husbands. They were widows. In many countries, land, property, any and everything was tied to the husband. Widows were often denied their right to inheritance. Some cultures consider widows to be cursed. Some even thought widows practiced witchcraft. Because of that type of thinking, it was a real possibility that the widow produced children as well as her husband. Can you imagine the level of stress that widow endures? How does she feed her children? Will her children be taken from her? How can she earn money to live? Where will she live? It is clear why there's a need for International Widows Day. But I find it sad that the United States does not have a real acknowledgement or celebration of the day. And I don't think I'm the only person who was not aware of an International Widows Day. Typically, on June 23rd, people are encouraged to spread the word, raise the awareness about the injustice and hardships faced by widows across the world. We're encouraged to donate to charities that support widows and their children. Sponsor a widow. Provide emotional support. And widows who have made it through the struggle are encouraged to share their stories, to provide hope to those men and women still in the struggle. So, I guess, without really knowing it, I am celebrating International Widows Day by raising awareness and sharing my story. During my research, I found out a few things about widows and widowhood that I wasn't aware of. In the United States, there are more than 13 million widows and widowers, and 11 million of those are widows. The median age an individual enters widowhood is 59.4 worldwide. In the United States, the average age one enters widowhood is after age 78, typically. 2% of widows will remarry. That is, widows over 65. 20% of older widowers will remarry. The rate of poverty among elderly widows, is 4 times higher than that of the widower. I hope you found value in this information and will help spread the word about International Widows Day and its importance. Family and friends are around for a time, but then go on with their lives. Today should remind us that widowhood can can be one of the most stressful life events. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a set end date. In closing, I want to share this message with you, especially for my widows and widowers. I hope it helps you as much as it helps me. Many of us are living a life we didn't choose. We all have a list of things that shouldn't have happened. Those experiences have caused you a lot of pain. Despite all that you've been through, you still have the strength to make real changes in your life. You can find yourself again. Give yourself permission to try new things. Even if life doesn't look how you thought it would be or should be, doesn't mean that you can't learn to love your life. The outcomes and experiences on this new path can pleasantly surprise you. An attachment to what you cannot control will keep you fully embracing the blessings you do have. You have the opportunity to redefine your life. Embrace it. Well, thank you for listening. And remember to like and share my Facebook page, Coaching with Audrey, and Instagram, Coaching with Audrey H. DM me. Schedule a free discovery call. If you need help or support to help you move through your grief, or help mediating family conflict, this is Audrey, your grief and conflict resolution coach. Peace and blessings to all. And to my love, James, rest in love until we meet again. Love ya.